All right. This is my one, two, three, four. This is my fourth attempt making this video. Might be more if Anya calls or something. Fourth attempt, like no distractions. Like I've just done it to myself every time. So at this point, I've explained it quite a bit to literally nobody, like to the void, literally. And we're just gonna sum it up real nice and shrimply for my own sanity. Found the world in the previously uploaded video, got in my head about the coordinates and whether we were positive, double checked them. Turns out we were hella negative, like irredeemably so. Like mining would involve us walking like another 1,000 blocks or whatever. Like it was just completely out of the question. And it does affect, like you go from finding like nearly nothing in negative quadrants to finding reasonable amounts of ore in positive. So it is actually like if you plan on mining and caring about that, it you need to think about it, unfortunately. So I found it. I deleted that world and I went to look for a new world because I found that one in 17 minutes. It's been like 4 collective hours. One of those videos was like 2.5 hours. I did a little more searching without recording, and then thought I found a world, and then I like was looking at it, and I was recording, and I like as I was recording and talking about everything while I was hopping around this little island, I like talked myself out of liking it. I think ironically, um, this world I think I would maybe actually prefer a snow world just because of the setting, but like it's so fucking hype anyway that I'm just good. Like it's sick. So this isn't where I spawned, and I did install like a little coordinates mod, just the old-fashioned way. So you can see we're positive. We're 78, 237 right now. We have a bit of leeway. Like over here, there's more stuff that we could build to, but we don't have to mine over there. And it does continue for like quite a bit. I mean, it's pretty expansive. We have this side. It goes down there. We have those two interesting pillars. There's a waterfall and stuff. We got like a floating. Oh no, it's a single floating. Actually, I thought that was a fully floating tree, but it is on a little bit of ground. That makes more sense. And it continues that way. Like we got a lot of stuff here, and I quite like it. I think. Do I now I'm like questioning again. Like, do I do it, or do I want the snow? Hmm. I feel like I want the snow. Maybe it's another worthless video. I guess I'll fucking keep recording on while I'm doing it. I don't see now we get snow, but like I don't know what it is, but the odds of if the other video hasn't uploaded, this isn't gonna make sense. But like the odds of getting a snow world start like this, it seems to be near 100%. Like you're gonna get snow and you're gonna be by the coast and sand. So I think okay, that's a good. See, like this is promising. And look, we're even like hella positive. Like we're 500 and 200 already. So that's very like we have a lot of leeway if we needed to go that way for some reason. But like if we're just gonna continue this way, so I'll see what's up here. I guess. I guess like it's one of those things like sometimes you just need to see a thing. I mean, in the case, like we are also like the coordinates need to be right in this case. Like there's a measurable thing that needs to happen for this start to work. But like sometimes with that other world, like you just gotta like look and you gotta start yapping, and then you like as you're yapping, you find out what your heart really actually wants. And in my case, it was a snow world. Like I think that's just one of those things I remember so fondly from Alpha that I just really want that like I want that to be my playthrough, you know? Oh, okay. Um we'll walk around. I'm giving this the time of day because this is a fairly enticing start. It's not like the world's greatest start, but it's pretty good. And I don't know. Okay, this is looking solid. Like, we're up high. That's a good start. I'm hoping that it's interesting because that's really what I'm after. It doesn't look like it's going to be interesting, unfortunately. I mean, this isn't bad. That's the thing, right? Like, none of these are. I mean, and that's interesting, but that looks like it's hard to tell. It's actually hard to tell if, like, I always get gaslit into thinking like, oh, it just ends and there's an ocean over there. But I don't actually think that's the case. I think we can mosey on over. Cuz that's looking pretty nice. And then it would just be a matter of like, it's pretty easy to find generally. It's distinct enough. So if we decide to make this our home, uh, we just need to make like a minecart track going from spawn to base. Really, picking up a lot of saplings on the way. Like, this isn't in tight. This is like kind of Breath of the Wild coded, right? I'm hoping there's more like those two peaks. Like, it's literally that exact section from the Great Plateau. And I think um, you guys won't have seen this yet because I'm not planning on posting the other video possibly at all. But I do have a mod on. Like, the snow is kind of, there's a lot of it, but it's pleasing, right? It's lazily coming down. It looks nice. That's a mod. I mean, a mod. It's replacing snow.png in the game files with, yeah, I don't actually like this as much as I thought I did. I think we're gonna pass, but I will walk through here and see what's up. You just it's a simple PNG replacement to make, because otherwise it's like, there's so fucking much. It's actually a little unplayable. It goes from like, oh, it's snowing to like, holy shit, we gotta go in. We can't be out in this. This is dangerous. Yeah, I'm like this. This was the problem with the other video. Like, none of this shit is bad. And it's already, here's the thing. It's already been 7 minutes, and in my head, I'm like, we checked out one world. Like, this is it, pretty much. Cause finding a snow world kind of difficult. Oh, what do we have here? How where are we? We are kind of okay if that's where we want to be. That's like a little more in tight. I guess, like, there was another world that I found that I actually, it wasn't a I don't it wasn't a snow world, but it was enough. It was so mountainous and in such a cool way. The coordinates were like, they sort of worked out. Like, it was kind of sectioned. It would have been a little bit scuffed, but like, I think it would have been doable. And part of me regrets not sticking with that because I did. It was like the world that we found initially in the other video, or not initially, but like the one I settled on. Yeah, I think this just isn't it. It's lacking a little sauce, you know. There's plenty of pasta. There's plenty of pasta. I think I would be full, but I be like, how content would I be? It's not just about having a full tummy. And yeah, it was just really, really good. And I think I could have made it work, but that was actually before I realized I could install a an easy mod to. Oh, this is like the wrong way. But like, we have good leeway. We're pretty positive. 240, 148. So we'll peep. Um I mean, this probably isn't it. I do like I don't know. I want the mountainous stuff, and I think maybe I just want a snow world, but like, I keep seeing stuff and I'm drawn to it. Like, how can you not look at this shit, right? And this was the problem with the other video I tried making, is that you look for a world and you see something cool and you want to peep it, And I do like exploring. I'm very exploration pilled. So you just keep going and you just keep going and you just keep going. And before you know it, you pissed away 2.5 hours not finding a fucking thing. So this looks good. I also went, I was curious. I like rapid spammed a thing to find, it's a tool specifically for alpha to find monoliths. It does like nothing else. Like you can't, it gives you a seed and you can see where monoliths are, but it's like functionally useless otherwise. But since you have the seed, you can actually go in, you can open up your level file, delete all of the chunks from the folder, and then like change the seed with an editor and then reload the world and you'll be in a new seed. Because at this point you can't choose your seed or anything. You're stuck with whatever you get without external tools. So I went and changed it, and I like there were monoliths like kind of close to spawn. I just wanted to see if I could even get if I could get any at spawn, because like again, I said this in the other video, so you guys would have known, but I would you kind of throw away any of your. It's so rare getting a monolith at spawn that if you get it, like you make it work. You accept that this is your forever world now. You're stuck here because that shit's insanely fucking rare. Like I think on average you're walking. It's like around. I'm not gonna say it's exactly or hyper close to, but like 10,000 blocks. You could just assume. So this is looking pretty good, but it's not snowy. I don't know that I need snowy vibes for this. It's kind of like a thing that I'm feeling in my heart. And it's one of those things. This was the other thing, like I was saying in that other in my other video. I mean, in the one that I actually uploaded that where I found the world. Like it's so immediate when you know you fucking know. Like it's so fucking immediate. And there is a bit now. There's like a bit of comparison going on. So it's like, is this actually good enough? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm gonna nuke this. Like when you see something, it just speaks to you. Like there's even been a couple that I think objectively were not. Oh, and see, we're really negative here. So this is a case where like I'll look quick and see if we got anything in the distance. It doesn't look like it. But when you know, you know. And sometimes it's not even like landscapes that I would necessarily think I would be a fan of. But there was a couple worlds while I was recording, and it's like sometimes you just see a thing and it just hit. You know what my problem? Oh, I didn't mean to load into this world. Watch it. Oh, I was gonna say watch this be the world that like speaks to me. I just want to load in this again and say like the reason why this isn't hitting for me is the shape of these just I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know that this is the correct word, the correct term, if this makes any sense. It says Arizona to me. In a kind of bad way. Like the mountain forms are like kind of deserty, but it's not desert and it's not intriguing or fantastical enough to for me to like look past that. Like there's no wild overhangs or other stuff going on. So it just is kind of like this is a mountain shape that I'm not really into. So yeah, we could build over there again. We have a lot of leeway with our one dimension. But we're snowy and I see overhangs, so we're gonna go see what we can see at the top of this cliff. I am gonna hard limit myself on this video also, and this is going to be a much more chill, like I'm gonna do an hour and then no matter what, I'll upload it and I won't feel fucking stupid about, not that the other one is bad, like I had some good yap going on, but just like it got so I went too deep, and just by the end of it I think it's so fucking clear that I was just not having a good time. Or it's not even that I wasn't having a good time necessarily, but like I was just so fucking tired in a way that plays kind of bad for camera, so to speak. And even like right now, like I guess technically I should be working. This might not even be an hour video. This will be like a 30-minute video or 40-minute video or something. But I just thought it would be fun to like go through and look for worlds again because I do enjoy it. And I stated this in my doomed 2.5 hour video. Like the problem is that I fucking enjoy looking at stuff, and that was kind of on camera even, especially when I get talking about things. I start selling myself on them, and I start wondering about shit. But like as soon as I turned off recording, I was rapid firing this shit. I went through like probably 50 worlds in the time it took me to do like 10 in the video because I'm just like bam, bam, bam. Load in, no. Load in, no. Load in, no. Pow, pow, pow. Like this, and I mean, I'm kind of, we can speed up a little, but also I'm focused on a snow world because that was my initial design. So we are a little. This is promising, as always. That's very promising. Because my initial world that I had that I really fucking liked and had like just such a cool natural feature, that was a snow world, and I want that back. I don't even know if I ever back in the day. It's like one of those things where I remember Snow World so vividly and they were so cool, but I don't actually know that I spent much time in them ever. I feel like it was one of those things where like I just looked around and I didn't like this kind of thing. Like, oh, it's shady and there's just no snow. And I feel like back in the day that was something I gave more of a shit about. So we could definitely make this work. Actually, if this goes directly into ocean, I'm a little more enticed, honestly. Oh, or that. Like if it's more monument, that's cool. And that will still be positive, but like we would mine out in this direction, I suppose. I'm just curious. Yeah, like if we started doing shit here, that's kind of enticing. This is kind of cool. Because I like the idea of like imagine that you're like sailing up into this area and that you see like this shit, and then there's like a fucking giant castle sort of thing. Like I want to build my castle into the fucking, like that's actually kind of already primed. This shape is kind of already like this would be I mean, let's see here. Yeah, that would be like your gate. That'd be like your first building, and there would be like that something in the background there, and you'd have something off to the side there. But like this would be the primary port, presumably. So I guess I'll see. Because we're like barely positive is the other thing. I mean, whatever we mine, we have to like go back and then like shoot out that way towards the ocean. Because like technically speaking, this is the positive section. It does kind of peter off a little, but not in a way that's like necessary. Like it still has good, like kind of building vibes. I don't know though. We're so close to the line for negative. I just don't know that the coordinates are gonna work out well. It's in that range where it'd be like annoying. Because like as soon as you go back to any of this interesting stuff, you're negative. So I don't think we can do it, honestly. I'm like, not to be biased, but I feel like as soon as I see sand in that kind of context like this, I just know it's gonna be dog. Ain't no way it's gonna happen. Ain't no reason to keep it. Look at that. This is like speed. This feels like speed run tactics, right? Like you do this. Speedrunners will like load in frame one and be like, and then they just like know that they can't do it, and bam, bam. You have to like time all your, or not time. You have to like have precision on your thing. Like, nope, not it. Boom. Look, look at how clean that was. All right, we got snow, so we can roll again. This kind of start. It's always this start with snow, man. I'm telling you. I actually think the thing, maybe with my snow world, because I did have coordinates, I feel like maybe I went that direction because it was like I was still in the positive. And then like the direction that I initially thought was supposed to be my. Do we have an actual island here? Snowy Island, kind of interesting. Wow, damn. Hmm. What are you though? Are you like, are you big area? Interesting. Because this is an archetype that's exciting. I just, in the other attempt at this, I kind of had a setup similar, but the island wasn't as big and it wasn't snowy. I think no. I mean, if you do the fog once, like it feels much more alone. But I think that Snow Island is just not the a regular island. Maybe if I was in like a full mood for it, but it's just not. It's just not the vibe. This is like kind of interesting, but we actually need to be going that way. I'm good, and I just want fog all the way off, cause like that's why. Cause if fog is on a little bit, you might miss stuff in the distance. I think this isn't it. Gotta trust your instincts, trust your heart. Like I don't. There's stuff there, but I want snow. It's such a cool, especially that like when you get the snow in the mountains, like it's such a good fucking building vibe, you know? Snow on a snow beach is like there would need to be I think if there was like a I would have to like do a shitload of terraforming to make it match my expectations because I would want the beach to have a lot I would need to like replace it with fucking gravel or something because like I'd want it to have gray vibes if it was like a frozen beach because that's the thing it's not like a true snow biome or anything. Like it just covers the whole world in snow. So it's like, oh, you're at a sandy beach, except put like 2 inches of snow over it all. Which is like fine. I don't care generally, but for like a cohesive aesthetic, like I just don't think this isn't quite it. You know, it doesn't speak to me personally. But I do if someone likes it, I do get it. Big tree, very enticing, but not enough. Oh, 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 oh. See, like that's interesting, but it is drastically in the wrong direction. And in the other direction here, we got almost nothing. This was kind of the theme of that other video. Like there's just you're spoiled for choice. I'm looking at all these things that are like I think objectively fine. Like there's nothing wrong necessarily with any of these, right? But like I'm just being a picky bitch. Picky bitch behavior. But also it's because I've had such good worlds. I've rolled some really good shit and now I'm like I don't want it. I've seen greatness and I would not like to settle for okay. I don't want to I've seen oh my okay. No, there's stuff. Like I thought if we ever get on a true honest to fucking god island that is so isolated that actually for full range for few full view distance you can't see any other land, I'm taking it, dude. I would take that because the problem is that they're all like pseudo islands, right? Because like if these like little chunks here are all I could see, and there was like one tree on here, that's enticing. I like that shit. That's interesting. I don't want to go out of my way. I think there are seeds. There are seeds that people have found, right? Like you can find quite a few interesting seeds that people have collected over the years. And I think there's even some that were found like early or maybe are were like Easter egg seeds that are like, oh, it's an island start, like true ocean island start. And like, I don't want to go out of my, I don't want to specifically go and do it because that's just not what I'm not looking for a specific thing. I'm not looking to do like a challenge necessarily. I just, if I land on that, like I'd take the opportunity. This is gonna be rolling hills in a way that I just don't find interesting. Also, sorry if I'm a little stuffed up. I need to. It's dusty. My cleaning day tomorrow. Okay. That bodes well. That bodes well. Floating islands. Oh, a lot of floating islands. World Gen having a field day. Well, we'll look and see. I mean, this kind of thing, this kind of layout is also cool because I do want to make ruins. It's like one of the. We're not gonna waste too much time. But like ruins are, I think they, especially when you have like the mountains and stuff and the little settings, just like we just saw, I can add a lot. Are you seeing what I'm saying though? How many, how many snow worlds have we gotten where it's like it's snowing and you're on a fucking beach? It's, I don't want to say that there's something in the code, but it feels a little bit like there's something in the code. Like, if not necessarily intentionally, but it feels like some things are interacting in a way where it makes it more likely that you get a snow world on a beach. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there as like a thing that could be possible. It's so wild to me too that the other level took 17 minutes to find, and now it's been like, it's going to be like 5 hours plus when all is said and done. I like this. This is really cool. But I think I want to commit to my snow level, which it just makes this even more of a bitch, right? See, this is the material. Like, if the sand was turned into this, I don't know what this is, if it's supposed to be like clay or what, but I didn't mean that. Watch it be the good world. Okay, it's trash. We're safe. This is peak YouTube content. This is what the people want. I'm trying to think if I have any fun anecdotes, because in the other video I end up like talking about stuff, right? There's stuff I could talk about, I guess. It's just a matter of like what fits. Because generally I talk about stuff like with the game that I'm playing, and it has been like 28 minutes of me essentially not yapping. So let's start a yap. Since I've been looking up stuff for Minecraft Alpha, mostly remembering how to do things. I was like, how did I get this shit to work? And now the algorithms are doing their thing, and they're like, this dude is all in on Minecraft. And one of the things that is very popular and has been for like the last maybe year, couple years, is old Minecraft good, new Minecraft bad. And there's a ton of video essays you can find on the subject. And there's a lot of, why do I play old Minecraft? Why is old Minecraft better? Old Minecraft made me fall in love with Minecraft again. Building an old Minecraft is better. Why we should build ugly worlds. Like, how to not be a perfectionist in Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft has a meta now for building, and if you don't follow that, it's like that. And I feel like a lot of them, the ones I just saw, I like click on them because some of them I do find interesting. I do, to an extent, I do like hearing why people enjoy playing old Minecraft, especially when their reasons are actually kind of unique and it's not like, I understand there's nostalgia. I've heard the whole thing about it being simpler and not having as many weird kind of tacked on systems that some people don't find fitting. It has a more cohesive look. What are some other things that people bring up? The idea that the progression isn't the things you have in your inventory. It's what you're building as a sense of progression. and all this other stuff. And the video I watched most recently was it was the one that was like, we should build ugly, like why we should just build ugly Minecraft worlds again. Like you shouldn't focus on building like a perfect aesthetic thing according to the ideals of whatever popular YouTubers. Which is like kind of obvious, right? Like to me, as someone who doesn't engage with that community at all, like I've never once looked at someone's giant fuck ass mega build on YouTube and been like, this is what my world needs to have, or it's shit. Because I just know it's not gonna fucking happen. But I understand it. I understand. I'm not like, I understand that like, the idea that you watch that sort of thing, and like if you keep watching it and the whole community is just like kind of leaning into this, you start feeling that way. Or it mentioned progression and how like there's a weird meta now where like your Minecraft world, you have to get in day one, you start trading, you find a village, you start trading, you get enchanted, max enchanted pickaxe, sword, diamond bullshit into netherite armor, you defeat the ender dragon in day two, and like it's a whole thing. And if you don't do that, you're not like playing right. And this video was being highly critical of people like that, who, it's very funny because they were suggesting that the original intended way to play Minecraft was to be like chill and you just build and like hang out and whatever, and it's not a meta thing. But in doing that, this video was like, you play Minecraft the way as intended, like the right, like that's the right way. And that's just so fucking funny because A, there's no right way to play Minecraft. B, the reason why the like the idea of like a meta and the progression and stuff, this isn't it. The reason why that's so popular, I don't think I don't think it's necessarily the community. There is a point. It's a bit of a cycle, right? The community watches all these videos, and kids watch these videos of creators doing like their hyper efficient day one whatever bullshit, and they think that this is the meta and they want to play that way. On the other hand, I think a lot of that is popular because it turns out a lot of people want progression in that way. They wanted Minecraft to not just be about building, because part of the fun, and this is like me speaking from experience when I was a kid playing Minecraft initially, the creation part is fucking fantastic, right? But you know what's a big hook? You start out and you get a little wooden axe. And then you use that wooden axe and you get more wood and you make a wooden pick. And then you can pick stone and you get a stone pick. And then you can mine faster and deeper and you get an iron pick. And then you keep going and eventually you find diamond. Diamond is rare, but like you have your tools and you can survive the caves and all that shit. And you get diamonds, and then you get diamond stuff. And then the progression fucking ends. That's just it. It's just, and back in the day, like that was it. I still remember when Ender Dragon came out. And I thought that shit was crazy because, like, oh my God, you have something to do. But then, you know what the disappointment is? Ender Dragon had fucking nothing. You just beat it, and it was like, GG, you beat the game. And I'm like, oh, but no, like, what are the drops? What can I make with it? Like, I beat it. Where's my thing to upgrade my armor? And it's very funny because I feel like Minecraft is about the building, but it turns out a lot of people, a lot of kids, I'm presuming here because I was such a kid, they just wanted actually to play Terraria. They want the fucking progression of Terraria and like having like DPS check boss fights and events and things happening where those things then drop cool loot for them to use to upgrade their character in a tangible way and then to become stronger. And then in Terraria, people obviously build, I think due to the nature of it, right? Due to the side-scrolling nature of, this would be so good if we weren't negative. We're not negative, but like we're close, so we'll see what's on this side. Because if there's like something this way, it's feasible. But Terraria, I feel, for me, Terraria completely fulfills my need for progression. Like that game does exactly what I wanted Minecraft to do as a kid. And it's very funny that I think initially, again, I did the same thing that I think a lot of people do, where it's, Terraria is just shitty Minecraft. It's actually just not Minecraft at all. it's a progression thing. In Minecraft, the building is still infinitely more enticing to me. So really what people kind of want is they want Minecraft to have the progression of Terraria, but they want it to keep the identity of it as far as building goes, which is understandable. It's very good building. Um, but I think some people just either don't know that that's what they want, or they refuse to admit that they just want Terraria, which leads to them not. I think this is maybe doable. It's just a matter of like which mountain I want to settle on. Because this isn't like super. I mean, this is kind of cool, but it's not the most interesting. That's like a big fucking hill in a way that's kind of enticing. So we'll see what generates up there or over there. Because we're still like, we're positive, but we're not hella positive. So like if the, because like we're on our one, we're at 315 as you can see, but we're at 69 roughly. So like this could be a thing. This is actually like the perfect kind of hill that I like hollowing out. So that could be something. Let me see again on this side. It's not as sexy as the other world, but it is snowy, and that counts for quite a lot with my current wants. Hmm, that's kind of nice. I mean, I don't know, because this isn't. That's my other problem. Is like I've seen a couple of worlds where it's like imagine this, but it's just it keeps going and it's around, and you're just like in a fucking range of this stuff. So I don't think that's it either. And again, maybe it could be like it's one of those things where if I had, I suppose I could try to scuff like a Minecraft edit thing and open up the world and like fly around and see if there's actually an area that I could go to. Because I don't actually mind, like you can. I think you, if in an NBT editor, you can actually adjust where your spawn is. Yeah, like if I going back to Terraria Minecraft stuff, like I play these games for wildly different reasons, and they can't. I don't actually think that, like Minecraft doesn't. I get zero of the same dopamine that I get from Terraria, and kind of vice versa. Like I have zero desire to carve out a hill in Terraria and like build a little hill base. Sometimes like I do because I put so much time into Terraria. Like I do still at this point with the latest update, I do want to make like my world now because it's been a long time since I've tried actually making a more aesthetic world. Because like they kept fucking updating, so you put in all this time doing it, and then you got to do it again, or you like because the way that the world gen works is that you just have a finite world, right? So like if there's new stuff in world gen, you actually don't get to experience it on an old world. Whereas in Minecraft, like you can technically, if you're playing modern Minecraft, you can just like walk farther and new chunks will generate with the new stuff in them. Generally speaking, uh, but yeah, they don't do the same thing for me at all. And like modern Minecraft, it's honestly, I mean, it's nothing nobody else. It's not. Let's see, hang on, that's too many negatives. It's nothing nobody else hasn't said. It's nothing that hasn't been said before. Like I like the simplicity. I like because I want to do a certain type of build in my worlds. A very natural build. Having I get choice paralysis with all the blocks, and obviously you can just not use blocks. But even like there's all the different types of wood. It just it's enough of a thing that it turns me off of the whole idea. And like then I know because like there's also the part of me that does like the progression. So I know if there's like an enchanted fuck ass sword, I'm gonna want to get it because it will make my I know it'll make my life easier in the long run. So there's like that element to it. And I've just sort of like leaned into the fact that I like old shit as well. And there's like the obvious, I mean, kind of the reason why I'm choosing this version is pure nostalgia. But also, once you go past this version, you get into like the nether. Like it does add more content pretty significantly. And I don't know. This is like the last version where to me it was like truly simple. Like the nether, it's one of every Minecraft. I remember so many Minecraft. I remember the nether coming out. I remember beta when like I remember beds existing and that was like such a fucking cool thing at the time because like it was very convenient. And I don't know. I always liked the idea, or like Ender Dragon, like I mentioned, and I always liked the idea of those, right? Like I read that the Nether is coming out. I'm like, that's fucking sick. That's such a cool concept. Which way do we want to be going? Am I just wrong? Oh, we want to be going this way. Okay. The thing is, I thought those were cool concepts, and then I did absolutely nothing with them. I'm like, oh shit, the Nether's out. This is so cool. I like went there and I was like, damn. And even now when I look, because like at the it was pretty bare bones to be fair at the time. Like it was just a giant fucking lava ocean with like some mobs and stuff. So like there was this is kind of nice. I don't mind a forest. There were mobs and stuff in the Nether and everything, but like there wasn't much to do there. Cause like again, I was still kind of in the mode of wanting progression, and the Nether really seemed like it should be offering progression, and instead it's just like a different area to play in. Like I feel like Minecraft was just such a obviously it was in alpha, it wasn't quite finished, but I feel like after this version, starting with the Nether, the addition of the Nether, it kind of lost what it wanted to be a little bit, kind of. Or like there was a here there's like a firm idea of what to do and what's what. And I feel like the addition of the Nether kind of goes in the face of that, and it makes it more like, oh, if you're gonna have different areas, what's the purpose of those areas? And I think the any of that stuff that's been like I said with the Ender Dragon, like okay, we beat him. What do we get? You like fucking nothing. It's not nothing, but it's nothing that's like hella enticing. It's not like Terraria where you beat Moonlord and you get like the fucking good shit. You get new like crazy items. And then like yeah, you can just beat the Moonlord. Oh, I won the second one. Please don't be good. Okay. It's not like you there's a boss after Moonlord in the traditional sense. There's some like different stuff that's like more of a challenge, but like you're getting stuff to help you kill bosses faster and farm faster, and then in a lot of cases like getting useful tools to aid in your mobility and that sort of thing. And I think this game was so good about building and stuff that adding things like the Nether and like the Ender Dragon actually fly in the face of what I want it to be. And it's very and this is the part of the problem is that everybody who talks about this, I feel well, I guess there's the chunk that just like play alpha and they're like, this is what I want it to be. I do. There's room for updates in which I would enjoy them, and like that's the thing with modding, right? Like you can, in theory, if you can just mod in the experience that you want, but like I'm trying to think of like I think different trees is a very good example of a thing that I wanted, right? I think that's a pretty common. I don't think there's too many people who were like I think I could see the argument for like too many, like too many different types, but I think having a few different types of trees is pretty sick. Having different types of wood, like a few more blocks that add to the aesthetic without flying in the face of it is really it. And there are mods that attempt to do that. The funniest thing to me is like there's some Alpha Plus mods, right? And a lot of times they start out like if you look at the like the change logs, I can't remember what the alpha one I'm thinking of is offhand. I can't remember the title, but like I looked at the change logs and the first stuff is like great, right? It adds back dyed wool, which was in a version, I want to say, I don't know if it was in dev or inf dev or what, or if it was a previous alpha version, but like that shit existed in the game and then it was taken out. So it's not in this version, but like I played with it in creative and stuff prior to this version. So like it added that back in. I'm like, oh, that's a great change. I really like that change. Or it does add like some like birch trees or whatever. Like that's a very good change. Birch or like pine or something, like different trees. That's cool. Or like fixes boats or any of that stuff. But then like you get into their later change logs and it's like added beds, added whatever thing, and now you basically are invalidating mine carts again. The way that the whatever the hell the wings are called, I forget how to pronounce it offhand. It's just doing that same thing, and I'm like, you've obviously people like this, and there's a thing of like community control, right? The community is making the thing that they want, and it's just about how they're implementing it and like what the context. Like, do I like the idea of a bed? Sure. In as for what it does in Minecraft, like being able to skip the night and like work peacefully or whatever. Um, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be as readily. Like I like it. Like I just don't want to use it. Is the thing. I like the idea of it. Fine. I just don't. It's one of those things where like I don't actually think it. If anything, it should be a super end game item, and especially when I've played modern Minecraft recently, ish. I mean, like not not hella recently. I've been busy as shit with the baby and all, but um, the fact that they added mobs that fucking attack you at night, only spawn and attack you at night if you haven't slept in 3 days, is actually fucking insane to me. That's such a dog shit addition to the game coming from the original loop of daytime. You go out, you collect resources from you like collect your wood, you build your shit, you do whatever you're gonna do outside, and then the fucking mobs come, and that's when you either say ah fuck and you go and look out of a hole for the entire duration of the night, or you go underground and you like do some mining, you do other stuff, you work like inside your building or something, you refine that shit. And I like that loop, and beds just dump on that. So the fact that they're like doing a thing that's like, oh, what if it continued on the track of alpha, and then they add in a bed and they add in like a bunch of other shit that is, to me, again, just my opinion, to me, arguably worse than anything modern Minecraft is added. Is very funny. Like there's such wildly different things of what people want from this game. And even the fact like I have a coordinates mod. I've adjusted the snow. Technically speaking, if I made a thing so that I can get charcoal from wood, like in a way, that's not vanilla alpha by definition, but I would call it the vanilla experience. Like that shit was so fucking common back in the day. Like people, there was stuff that people just adjusted. It was all by hand. You didn't have all the mod loaders that you did. That stuff was still in it. I mean, like you still had some, but it was just in its infancy. And see, like I found some okay candidates, but I keep getting a little stun locked on the snow worlds that have mountains like that. See, like that, I'm like that could be enticing, but also that's in the wrong direction. We actually need to be going this way. There's nothing out there. We'll get there eventually. I'm not concerned. And the fact that I'm capping this at an actual hour for my sanity. Also because like by the end of the last one, I was parched. Just absolutely dead. This is another one. This looks kind of promising. So we're at minus 22, and if there's stuff like over this ridge that's good, we could be cooking. I see some iron, it looks like. I also do have to hold like the coordinates coming up like that. I do have to hold F3 manually. Just so we're clear, like that is a thing I have to do. That's not a fucking monolith, is it? No, no, no. It's two. You can tell because if it was a monolith, this would be like straight down. The fact that there's a little curve there, it's not. Um, it is enticing enough to continue going to. I'll say that. And it's in the right. The important thing is that this is all in the right direction. If it's like enough of its own thing, I wouldn't mind doing like a tower, like a sick little wizard tower. What are you? Are you a standalone structure? That's a pretty standalone structure, man. That's kind of sick. This is all kind of standalone. I guess not this. It's not like a sheer cliff. Let's poke around. Is it actually connected on this side, or is it a true standalone, or is it actually connected? It's like a tiny. That's like pretty standalone. What do we got over here? Entice me. This was the other thing about doing this for 2.5 hours is I felt like at a certain point. See, like this, like there's nothing then. Like I could do that, but that's like not actually that much time, and like there's stuff to do over there a little bit, but I don't see enough geography in the distance to like truly lock me in. But I felt like at the end of 2.5 plus hour video, I was like, I feel like as a viewer, because I wasn't full on yapping the whole time, and I was getting a little ornery by the end of it. As a viewer, I'd be very annoyed. I'd be like, you need to fucking pick a thing, dude. Like you can't just be doing this. And in this, like the plan was a lot more chill. Like I was like, we're gonna look for a world. I'm probably not gonna find one. That was the other thing. My expectation was like I found like there must be plenty of stuff because I found this world in 17 minutes before, so it must just be easy peasy. And then it didn't happen, and then I'm like, and then you go for 2.5 hours, and at least one of those was kind of feasible. And that was like it was just a bad experience viewing wise. But see, now I feel like I'm on a clock. I got 7.5 minutes before the hour mark for recording. Maybe I'll do like a little bit because I was yapping at the beginning of this and I wasn't actually hunting. But like that was the other dangerous thing. I'm like, we're gonna stop at the 2.5 hour mark, and then it was like 2:40 or something. Because it's again like you just keep going and going and going. And that is for me. That's like the big. When I was little and I would play, that was like the big pull is seeing really cool scenery, like seeing fantastical stuff. And what do we got? Oh, we're hella positive. Okay, I mean that's kind of good. Um, it doesn't really mean much when we're in kind of a boring area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we'll get there. My fucking well, we're gonna do 1 hour of Minecraft every day for a year until like like it really you wouldn't think it would actually be that. The fact that I found my one world so immediately. Not super. I guess it wasn't like hella immediately. I was going through and just like I was basically doing what I've just did there is like any world that did not immediately have snow, you just trash it. Maybe that's this strat. Don't even bother looking. Um, but I found it pretty quick, all things considered. Oh, I see. Like, where are we though? We are positive, but this doesn't. This also like the I don't know the kind of like weird beach. I mean, I guess it's okay, like because it continues in there. This is kind of enticing, but no, we're committed to snow, actually. Or something so fucking incredible that I can't actually say no. But again, the hesitance in that one, why would I, the world is these worlds are my oyster. I can choose whichever one I want. This is interesting. I feel like this is an interesting place to have nearby, but I actually really liked these features. As a kid especially, like kind of a river sort of deal. But I think as a place to like set up shop, it's pretty boring to me. In the interest of like creating, like I want to create one, if you can think of like the holy shit, I can't remember which group of Native Americans would have made like pueblos. Like the stuff in Arizona and stuff where it's like carved into the mountains a bit, or like they're made out of clay, or not clay, I guess. You know, you fucking know what I mean. They're like all connected, right? Like it's a big city, but it's all like physically connected. It's not like distinct buildings per se. Like that's kind of the thing I want to do, and I feel like the rivers setup and a lot of these, like even this, like I feel like that lends itself far more to distinct individual buildings, and then like you have paths connecting them. And I'm definitely looking for more of like a mountain setup, like having a bunch of different stuff in the mountain. Now that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, this is a good start. That one entices me quite a bit. I think the thing is like with this type of mountain though, I like the overhangs immediately fill me with ideas. Like the one that I found in the last video initially. But these I like how they look. I like the idea, or I like the idea of them. But when it comes to actually like build, like me thinking of what I would build, it's a little more difficult. Like I'd have to think about how I would want to approach it for the type of vibe I'm going for here. And again, the problem with a lot of these is like this is clearly a standalone thing that's in like the midst of nowhere, which is also not really like again that one. You guys haven't seen it, but that one world I found, I actually wish I would have at least like saved the file or something. All right, now this also is a bit promising because like it was so expansive. Like it was just actually the amount of mountain range involved was fucking nuts. And it gave me such a good feeling. Like it was such a cool old feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. Like it felt old. This also seems like it's maybe a one-off structure. See, that's how they get you. You can't just immediately lock in on that because now I'm like, there might not be anything else. And I need there to be something else because that's like a huge, what you see around you, to me, just as important. Or are we coming up on? We're at 58 minutes. Yeah, it's really hard to describe the feelings in this game sometimes. Oh, it's the first bit of water. I have a full fucking huge glass of water next to me. And that's the first sip I've taken. I think it's a no. Yeah, we're also very negative on the one axis. Axis, whatever. Yeah. Oh, see, now that's pretty sick, but this also kind of feels, well, I guess I shouldn't say it feels like a thing that's a one-off, because it does look like there's more back there. And that kind of formation bodes well. But, eh. Okay. Oh, super negative. Holy fuck. Which way are we even going here? This way. No, this way. Right? Yeah. Oh, I guess there is stuff in the distance. That's such a fucking trek. Look at the rate that we're going at. I'm not gonna. This is the thing, like if I had an actual good edit program where I could just load in and fly and check out the world, I'd probably do that. But That it just takes so long. The other day when I went and looked at a monolith that was kind of near spawn. That was like 600 blocks away. It took so fucking long to get there. Cuz not only do you have to go 600 blocks, but like if there's water, you just like have fun. Like you're going to be slow as shit through any water that you find. Also what may happen is I feel like what's likely to happen is I will find a world off camera and then like at some point just pop on YouTube and be like, "Yo, we get to actually play the game." Not that I mind this. I really don't. Like it I think it's cuz it's interesting, right? Seeing the different stuff. I mean, seeing this exact start right here 40 times is like a little dull, but there is plenty of good scenery. Really what I want to happen is I want the world gen to just absolutely fuck up one of these times and give me something truly spectacular. I even don't know because like people hunted seeds back in the day, but I have no idea what that process looked like. I have no idea if there was any amount of animation of automation. Because now like you can I think I mentioned it in the other video that is not aired. I guess I don't think I mentioned it in the first one. I think basically you can there's like tools now for modern Minecraft where you can just put in the features that you want, how close you want them to be to spawn, how close you want them to be to each other, like how big, like you can go through and just give yourself a ton of characteristics to look for, and the thing will just find them for you. Like it'll find a bunch of seeds that meet those requirements, and then you can load them in a thing and like check which one has the exact feature you want. So like the big one is I don't even know how I don't know how deceptive YouTubers are about this because I know there's like a lot of like a popular genre of Minecraft video is like people finding really cool features and then like doing beautiful builds in them and all that shit. But like there's one that I saw a while ago now where it's like this it's these mountains, really high steep mountains. And this is modern Minecraft, so like it's a little more elegant in the world gen. But if you can imagine a ring of steep mountains around a big pool of water and like trees, like a forest kind of going around the edge of this pool, like gently descending to the water or whatever. But there's a ton of trees and stuff. And then I think even in an update, that actually turned into cherry blossoms. And everyone, like, there were so many people fawning over this. And it's like, and then that was kind of what turned me on to this. There were people like, you can just find this shit. Like, it doesn't actually take, you don't actually have to do what I am doing to find a cool world. If you know what you want, you literally just put in the things, you load them in, and then you get you have to look through like a handful, right? You look through like 10 worlds that or even 20. I think maybe you could probably say like how many seeds you want it to give you to get that stuff. That's in the wrong direction, unfortunately. But like the point is you're dealing with 50 or 100. Oh, it like had me in bedrock for a second. That's fucking for a second I thought we were about to get hit gold. You deal with like 100 seeds that might have what you want and have a good percentage chance of having something you want versus going through every iteration of in the entire fucking game to like hope you land on something like I'm doing now. And there's something to be said about it. Like, think of how much time I could save. But on the other hand, it doesn't feel as pure. It's not the real experience of losing your sanity as you hunt for a good Minecraft world for hours on end. This is interesting. This is kind of a cool little formation. Unfortunately, we are negative. We got to go to this. We got to see what loads this way. It's been a little tiny second since we saw a snow world, so I'm going to... I decided I'm gonna give it to an hour 10. I'm gonna give it another 6 minutes because I was yapping in the beginning. So it's like an actual hour of hunting. It's probably a little over, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to misguide the viewers. One of these days, or one of these times, I'm gonna just immediately smash the exit button, and I'm gonna delete the world before my brain catches up to the fact that there was like a monolith right in front of us or something. Like I'm gonna exit right as it's loading in, and then just boop boop boop, and then be like, wait a minute, and that's gone forever. All right, we did the wrong slot. It needs to be at the top, man. I guess I could save true speedrun strats. I guess is doing the bottom because then you only have to move your mouse like this, right? Let's Yeah, look how much faster that is. Oh, baby. That and if you get it over here, if you get used to having your mouse here, or maybe it's probably I don't know. It's one of those. Kind of interesting. Oh, and it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I wonder if we could rename, like if I did a world here, I wonder if I could just rename the folder. All right, you got me. This is enticing. That's very tall. And it's just an interesting. I mean, that's kind of it's I said Arizona negatively before, but this for some reason, this is why it's hard to explain. For some reason I see this and I'm like, that's okay. Get the pig. Now we have to make our way up here, which is going to be the actual challenge. Ooh. Oh, okay. So we have like an actual like canyon type thing. Kind of scary as far as lighting goes, and there's like a little overhang there. So the other thing that I've been talking about, where I found the mountains that like really were fucking cool. Imagine this, but like a little more claustrophobic in this center area here, right? Like they were just closer, and they were steeper on average. This might be it. I might be able to work with this. I want to see what's up here, and that will kind of decide for me, I think. But it's looking promising. Ooh. Okay, we got even more. That's good. This is just a bit of a precarious situation. Oh, we can't even. Okay, okay. Um. Yeah, let me go like this. I want to see what's up. I want to see what the surrounding area is. This is like a one-off thing. Oh, okay. I think we'll settle. I think we'll settle for this because like there's places we can go out that way. I like this is enough. This is mountainous enough that I can get behind it. Like there's a lot to chew on here. It's not quite as epic, but oh, we are in minus. Which way do we need to go to not be minus? We need to go this way to not be minus. Where's our positive? Yeah, no. So going back that way is absolutely fine. Um, hmm. Coordinates are a little rough. Like we have to mine out this way. If all the cool shit were over this way, it would be an easy lock. But it's all like just sideways enough. I actually want to check this mountain. So I'm going to like check this and I guess this will be the last. We'll either, depending on what's over yonder, uh, we'll either decide, we'll either keep or pass. But I'd say right now, don't get your hopes up. But it's still like I like seeing this shit. It's looking like a no, I think. No, wait, what are you? That's interesting. That's an interesting little... Damn, maybe I've eaten my words. All right, you got me. We actually got to go check that out because that's like the most interesting thing I've seen. I need to know what this shape is on this side of it because that's like very Gondor coded. Yo, this might, that's, I think this is it. I can't say no to that structure actually. That's very good. And you have that pillar. You could do something with that. It even has like a base. Yeah, man. I think this is it. I think this is going to be our home. I don't know what form that's going to take quite yet. Because, like, we'll want to be up. We'll want to build structures on top of it, but also, like, I'll plan on building into the mountain. As much work as that will be. And then we'll have this stuff that's off currently to our left to do. That's like a nice little thing we can build to and on and with. And you have the mountains in the distance. I mean, this is okay. It's gonna be a little scary because it's gonna be a bitch to hollow out. But aren't they all? Yeah. I think this is. I think I'm gonna go with. I mean, let me check the vibes up here before I fully 100% final answer commit to this. Let me check what the. Let me check the vibes up top. Where is our? I forget what direction it was. All right, it was here. Pretty damn good vibes, I'd say. What's with fog? What's the vibe with a little fog? I mean, I think we're doing this because looking out over the plains, like you have, I'd maybe expand that. I'd terraform a little and expand that into like an actual more of a lake. And then you can have the trees and you have like the lake and maybe some more trees around the lake. And this is just like this is such a good formation. Like this is actually crazy, crazy good. I don't know. I don't know what I would do up here. It's enough for like a structure and like you could build into and over this, right? But like the fact that it comes up on this side and you have this area that's like kind of flat or at least sheer. Like I would maybe try to go and like flatten this a little. Cuz that's minimal. Like flattening one side, like that's a very cool, like you just do this and like go straight down and it's pretty easy. And it has very good vibes. And this side is like pretty much perfect. We're at cloud level. That's sick. Yeah, I'll commit to this. I like this. I like this idea. Um, I've said before that I need like a little more in terms of like a mountain range, but this is like a big enough. This is a cool enough and big enough standalone structure that I'm okay doing this, and then we can branch out, right? Like you have your rail going over there, and you could do some settlements and stuff, and then we'll go in the distance and see what we can see. Obviously, if you turn the fog on again, you get like actually too little. So that's max. And then oh no, this is max. Sorry. I don't know why it changed that. That's interesting. It's like it went out of order. That's weird. Yeah, and then this is like max fog? What? I'm so confused what I'm looking at. Maybe it's because I was holding shift. What view setting are we on? Short, tiny, far, normal. I want normal. Okay. Losing my mind. Why are you not? Oh, that was a cloud. I was like, why are you raised a little or something? Anyway, this was good. We did it. We got there. An hour, and we stuck the landing. I'm cool with the standalone structure if it's good enough. Like if that wizard tower was bigger and far more like in this kind of position that we saw earlier, I would have taken it instead. But this is like the best of Gondor and Isengard. So this is gonna be. I'm very excited, and I think part of the thing we'll have to do. This is the problem. I actually need to do some testing and see what the best scaffolding is gonna be. Because I think in modern Minecraft you have bamboo, which breaks in like one hit or something, and you can't do leaves manually. At least not nicely, not cleanly. And I'll have to like figure it out because like snow also might be annoying. That also like takes a little bit, right? So we'll see. Oh, it's getting fucking dark. That'll be a fun. That'll be a. You know what? That's something for future Ben to deal with. That'll be our next panic video. Is me trying to. We'll make like a little hut and then I guess do something with our night. But yeah, we got there. I'm happy. I'm actually stoked. This is the kind of project I've been itching for. So that's nice. And next time, if there, I mean, you know how it's gonna be. Now that I found the thing, I'm not gonna upload a Minecraft video for like 1,000 years. So like, it's either gonna be me setting up is gonna be the next one, or it's gonna be like, yo, here's what I've done so far. We can take a look. Um, Either way, I should probably adjust my spawn because it's really fucked right now. I need to go in an NBT editor and just change it. I think so. But anyway, I hope this was enjoyable. I had a good time. I got to yap, got to see some cool worlds, and I got my snow world um thing, whatever. We got a home base. I'm excited. Anyway, peace.